I'm so grateful and I'm so proud of these.
Dakota Johnson has opened up about her experience portraying Anastasia Steele in the blockbuster 50 Shades of Grey film series, candidly describing the process as scary. For Johnson, stepping into a character that had already captured the imaginations of millions of readers came with extraordinary pressure, both professionally and personally. The actress explained that the heightened expectations surrounding the adaptation of a globally popular book series created a unique set of challenges. It was intimidating, Johnson shared. There's a lot of anticipation when people already have such a strong idea of who this character is. You don't just have to act. You have to bring her to life in a way that feels authentic, and you feel the weight of everyone watching and judging. In addition to the scrutiny from fans and critics, Johnson revealed that filming intimate and explicit scenes was a particularly daunting aspect of the job. She emphasized the importance of creating a safe and professional environment on set, where trust and communication with co-star Jamie Dornan and the production team were paramount. "We had to establish boundaries and respect each other's comfort levels," she said. "It was intense, but necessary to make it work." Despite the fear, Johnson said that immersing herself in the role offered profound opportunities for growth. She described learning how to navigate vulnerability in a professional setting and how to confront criticism without letting it undermine her confidence. "It was a crash course in resilience," she reflected. "You learn quickly that you can't control everyone else's reaction, but you can control your preparation, your mindset, and the respect you bring to the work." Johnson also shared that portraying Anastasia Steele required a delicate balance between shyness and assertiveness, a combination that mirrored some of her own personal challenges at the time. "Anastasia's journey from uncertainty to self-assurance was something I had to internalize to make it believable," Johnson said. "It forced me to tap into emotions I hadn't explored deeply before." The 50 Shades of Grey series, while often polarizing, undeniably played a pivotal role in shaping Johnson's career. She reflected on how the films brought both opportunities and scrutiny, noting that navigating the intense public spotlight strengthened her as an actress. "Being part of something that millions of people are invested in is thrilling, but it's also terrifying," she admitted. "It's a kind of pressure that forces you to grow quickly and take your craft very seriously." Looking back, Dakota Johnson describes the experience as both frightening and transformative. While the film's explicit content and global attention were intimidating, the challenges she faced ultimately taught her resilience, professionalism, and the importance of trusting herself. In her own words, stepping into Anastasia Steele's shoes was scary but necessary, an experience that not only defined a significant chapter of her career but also contributed to her evolution as an artist. In a follow-up discussion about her experience on 50 Shades of Grey, Dakota Johnson delved into the emotional toll and unexpected lessons that came with playing Anastasia Steele. While many remember the films for their intense romantic and intimate scenes, Johnson emphasized that the true challenge was navigating the psychological pressure of embodying a character under global scrutiny. She recalled moments on set where anxiety threatened to take over. "There were days I questioned whether I could do this," Johnson admitted. "It wasn't just about performing, it was about putting yourself out there in a way that felt completely exposed. Every scene had cameras, lights, and crew watching, and then you have the added pressure of knowing millions of people have preconceived ideas about the character. It was nerve-wracking." One aspect Johnson highlighted was the careful collaboration with director Sam Taylor Johnson and the entire creative team. She praised their professionalism in ensuring that the intimate scenes were handled with sensitivity and respect. Johnson described a rigorous rehearsal process, where every action and movement was discussed beforehand to maintain comfort and consent. "It was meticulous," she said. "We had to communicate constantly to make sure everyone felt safe. That level of trust was crucial for creating authentic performances." Johnson also reflected on the public backlash and scrutiny that came with the role. While some critics dismissed the film series as sensationalist, others criticized the portrayals of sexuality and relationships. For Johnson, handling the criticism was an essential part of growing in the industry. "You can't let negativity define you," she explained. "You have to focus on the work and the integrity you bring to it. That was one of the biggest lessons I learned. Confidence in your craft is everything." The actress further discussed how the role influenced her subsequent career choices. The experience taught her the value of challenging herself with complex and high-pressure roles. After 50 Shades, Johnson said, "I realized I could tackle roles that scared me. It opened the door to projects I might not have considered before because I knew I could handle the pressure." Fans often focus on the romantic and erotic elements of the series, but Johnson stressed that the emotional core of Anastasia's journey is what resonated with her most. From vulnerability and self-discovery to asserting independence and setting boundaries, Johnson connected with the character on a deeply personal level. "Anastasia's growth mirrored a lot of my own experiences in life," she noted. "It was about learning to trust myself and my instincts, which is something I hope audiences could feel in the performance." Looking back, Dakota Johnson acknowledges that making 50 Shades of Grey was an emotional roller coaster, filled with fear, excitement, and invaluable lessons. She now views the project as a defining moment in her career, one that pushed her beyond her comfort zone and helped shape the actor and person she is today. "It was scary, yes," she said, "but I wouldn't trade the experience for anything. It taught me resilience, empathy, and the courage to embrace challenging roles head-on."